How long, how many months should you keep your cooked food in your refrigerator or your freezer and still have it intact and edible? You might have heard of the rule 222, but you probably do not know what exactly is meant by that. This is what I discuss, rule 222. I discuss this in today's video. Please take a seat and let me take a delve. You're welcome to Modern Natural Clinic. I remain your servant, Emmanuel Nanayebua Esiama, your medical laboratory scientist. Please do subscribe to the channel. Follow me if it is on Facebook that we have an encounter. You know, the economy isn't easy for anyone. So in this same video, I'm going to take you through how you can keep your cooked food in the refrigerator in high quantities for longer period, up to 2 months, and still have it intact and changed in terms of color and taste. Now, this is the rule 222. On your dining table after eating, when you have a leftover on the table, within 2 hours, if you do not have appetite for the leftover or you have nobody to eat that food leftover, keep it inside your refrigerator within 2 hours. We always say that bacteria or germs are ubiquitous, meaning they are everywhere. No matter how you handle your food and how well you cook it, they are always with us. They are always part of your food. So when your food stays longer than 2 hours on your dining table, you stand very high propensity of having that food being spoiled by these bacteria. Then inside the refrigerator where you keep the food around temperature 5 degrees Celsius. Though at this temperature, a lot of bacteria shouldn't be active enough to spoil your food. But we have some we call psychrophiles or cryophiles. These microbes don't care how cold your food is. They can still spoil it. So within 2 days, if you still do not have plans of eating this food, take it out and keep it at the freezer where this food will turn into ice or ice block. Now, at the freezer, food should be stored at around negative 18 degrees Celsius. You can keep it further lower because the lower you keep the food at the freezer, the longer it stays for you. But also, chemists have made us understood that the matter or the atom that make up matter, our bodies, objects you see around, as well as your food, the atoms in this matter are at constant motion, have some kinetic energy that keeps them oscillating at almost all temperatures, except at a temperature we call absolute temperature, around negative 200 something. But no fridge in the house ideally can keep food at that temperature. So at your negative 18, negative 20 degrees Celsius, though you won't have bacteria spoiling your food, but because you still have atoms of your food, your matter still at random motion, you stand a chance of having this food spoiling. So within 2 months, you should have plans of consuming this food. And this is what we mean, or the explanation to the formula or the rule 222. And please, when you bring your food out of the freezer in the state of ice and you thaw, or what we call melt, you turn it into the normal consistency of your soup or your stew. Do not refreeze. Don't take it back into the freezer. Now, let's reflect on this. You realize that when you prepare your stew or soup and you take a portion that you need at a time and the next time you reheat, after multiple reheating, like the third, fourth time, the soup or the stew loses its color, its taste. Get to the market and buy your recipe in high quantities so that you can prepare enough food out of that. You can choose to prepare like 3 or 4 different soup or stew. After you've brought your soup or stew from fire and it's cooled, please never make a mistake of keeping hot food in any plastic container, in any rubber. So when it's cooled to normal room temperature, now divide your stew or soup, aliquot it into small quantities like I've shown you, and keep these divisions in your freezer. If it is soup, keep the quantity or the amount of meat you want to take at a time, because if you're unable to finish it, the advice is you cannot restore the leftover of the meat. So when you pick one at a time, you break the plastic like I've shown you, then keep it at the normal refrigerator. So if you have plans of taking a particular soup or stew in 6 hours, in 24 hours, you do this and keep it at the refrigerator. This is how you handle food. These divisions can be in the freezer for up to 2 months without color or taste change. This is how you should handle your food. This is Emmanuel Anayebo on Modern Natural Clinic. I remain your servant, your lab scientist. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow me if it is on Facebook that we have an encounter, and share this to a loved one, a family member, to cut down the rate at which they waste food, and also to prevent food poisoning because they couldn't keep or store their food in the right way. Regards.